Hello everybody, today I have something to share with you that I have been looking for a very long time. It's one of these handyman bucket lights. I don't know what it is about these, but I absolutely love their simple design. As you can see, there's not much to the head of the fixture. In fact, there's more area for the refractor than the actual head up above. And the bulb's at an angle, and you'll see that here in a minute. But I don't know, I can't express enough how excited I was to find this at the Restore. And I didn't find just one, I found two, and that'll be in a separate video, but let's start with this one here. As you can see on the front of the packaging, it says Security Light, Night Hawk Handyman's Outdoor Lighting. And it's a complete package, easy installation, uses less energy, gives more light. Longer lamp life, UL listed, uses conventional house current and automatic dusk to dawn control. This is also 175 watt mercury vapor. However, whoever donated this to the Restore took the ballast out of it, but everything else is there. So whoever donated it definitely was an electrician or somebody that knows electrical and lighting, because the way that they took the ballast out and rewired it up is correct. So they knew what they were doing. But that's not a big deal for me, actually. I think I'm going to use this for something else here in the garage. I think I'm going to use it as some type of a night light for out here, since now it doesn't have a ballast, but I absolutely love the design. Let's use it for something unique. So, obviously, we have the front of the packaging here. I love the simpleness of it. The rest of the box is in pretty rough shape, but I definitely will be keeping the front of it here and putting that somewhere because I love this picture here on the front. So, that's the front of the packaging. Move up to the top, and we'll find some basic information here. The one thing that really stands out to me is that they talk a lot about damage and the packaging being damaged, and they won't fix it for you and they don't care. That's just the summary of what I got out of it. Anyway, that's the top of the packaging. On the side here, we can see that the handle is pretty done. We got the features: twist lock NEMA type photocell, mercury vapor lamp, natural aluminum. On the back, we get a little bit more information on how the bulb is mounted in there, slanted, as you can see, at an angle. Here we have dimensions for the fixture itself. Pretty cool. And on the other side, we have some additional basic information. Not sure what's on the bottom. Didn't really look. Nothing. So that's the outside of the box. Let's go ahead and take a look at the inside. Now, here's your first indication that whoever took the ballast out knew what they were doing. They put no ballast. They put use LED lamps. So obviously they took out this ballast, or at least labeled it or something, in a most recent time period where LEDs were a thing, or maybe someone at the Restore labeled it like that. Either way, here is the fixture, brand new. We'll go ahead and pull it out. Yes, it's not the best thing to pull it out like this, but there's no ballast, so it's incredibly light. We'll set that aside for right now. Inside, we do have the original goodies. We have the mounting bracket here. Brand new. Wonderful. Set that aside with the fixture. We have the instructions, installation. As you can see here, talks about an optional mounting arm, but you can obviously use the one that's included. Set that aside. We have a limited warranty. I'm pretty sure they're probably not at that address anymore. And what else do we have here? We have a sticker. This says, lift to remove when installing photo control. That's obviously already removed. And, of course, the mounting hardware. Now, I'm not entirely sure what the little plastic things are for. Are they supposed to fit in here and you put your wires through that or something? Maybe it fits. That seems about the right size. I don't know. There's our mounting hardware. Here's the top of the fixture. As you can see, it's very basic. We have a very small ballast housing, and the rest of it's really just the reflector, to be honest. The socket is mounted right here. Of course, the photocell, like I said, the ballast would go here, and we have the mounting arm hole here. So once you feed the wires through, this will just slide in there, and you do get a decent length of mounting arm there. Quick side look at the fixture here. As you can see, there's definitely more area for the refractor and bulb than the rest of the housing itself. A look from up above. And straight on. Note on the top of the fixture here, the photocell socket says McGraw Edison. I wonder if the Handyman Electric Company was a division of McGraw Edison. To remove the refractor is actually quite simple. There's 3 screws here that are just holding it in place, and they're not necessarily even holding the refractor. They're just there to prevent the refractor from slipping out of the little indents or ridges that it's actually sitting on. So all we need to do is take off these 3 screws to take the refractor off and take a look inside. There's the 3 screws that went in the holes here, and now that we've done that, we can flip the fixture over and we will find the little kind of clips here, and you can see the fixture's been sitting like this bottom up most of its life in that box because of all the dirt here, but all we need to do is kind of push it in and pull up, and it's hard to do with one hand, but that's what we'll do. It'll kind of just pop out, and we'll just take it off, and this is in beautiful condition. It's not cracked or anything. Set that aside, and here we have the head itself. Now, a lot of these, when I find them in the wild, this is all you find, and the bulb, because, well, that probably falls off or breaks or something, and this is all that's left. So now we just have 2 screws here to take off, and you can also note that whoever removed the ballast removed the sticker here that probably said, you know, use a 175 watt mercury vapor lamp to prevent mislamping the fixture now that the ballast is gone. But we'll get out these 2 screws and we'll take a look at what's hiding underneath. Let's take the cover off. Well, obviously not much inside with the ballast missing. The ballast would sit right here. You can kind of see where it's a little lighter colored where it used to be. Of course, there's a bracket that went across and screwed it in there. It would have been nice if they included that with the screws, but you know, that can all be made. They did wire it up, as you can see here, for the photocell, and then the photocell to the socket naturally. I think what I'm going to do is just wire a cord directly to the socket and bypass the photocell for my uses here in the garage. But that's the inside of the fixture. Now, obviously, we need to find a home for it. The majority of my area light fixtures are right around here, and I'm thinking it'll go somewhere around here. Haven't decided exactly where yet, but obviously somewhere, because I want it to be kind of central. I want it to take the place of this night light here that's used at night. Of course, it'll have a nightlight bulb in it or some dim LED bulb, but my idea is for it to take that nightlight's place. So somewhere in this general area, I think, is where it's going to end up. Speaking of replacing the nightlight, here we are. It's all installed. I decided to put it right here where the nightlight was before. It seemed like the best location to do it. Anything out here and it's blocking the fluorescent light and anything else. So here we go. You can see it there next to a pretty standard 175 watt mercury vapor area light. Of course, on the other side we have some goodies as well. But there we go. Try to get a decent view of it here. But what exactly am I using inside of it? Well, it kind of looks like an incandescent, but it isn't. It's a tiny filament LED bulb. I have a whole bunch of these S14 filament LED bulbs. I use one of them in the runway light in the basement here, and it has been in use for about 5 or so years now, and it just keeps on going. So we're going to put one in use right here and see how long it lasts as well. As you can see, it has a very small filament LED inside of the bulb, but it puts out a very nice amount of light here for nighttime, and of course we'll take a look at that. And at the top I decided to put the photocell in, but I disconnected the photocell socket, so the cord goes directly to the mogul socket there, allowing us to run standard 120 volt bulbs. So let me turn off the lights and we'll take a look at what this looks like in the dark. The only other light we have is the exit sign here, but it lights up the main area here pretty good. I do like the ring of light that it provides from the refractor. Works really well in giving a nice night light for the area out here. Some of it shines back in the workbench area, which is quite dark, but in person there's enough light to figure out where you're going. So it does a really good job lighting up the garage here at night. The filament LED bulb is 0.7 watts, if I remember correctly. Of course, we want to see the fixture lit up in its original Mercury vapor glory. So we're gonna make that happen. First of all, here's what the fixture would look like with the Mercury vapor bulb installed. So you have an idea what it would look like. Very cool design with the socket at an angle. Now this isn't the only fixture that did that. In fact, this Electropack fixture has a socket at an angle, but it's at the back of the fixture instead of at the front here. And this American Electric fixture puts the socket at the front, just like this one. I've always loved seeing these fixtures with the slanted Mercury vapor bulb in it at an angle like that. I always thought that was so cool. So it's really neat to find one of these and put the Mercury vapor bulb in it. And of course, we're going to enjoy it. So, how? Well, from a little bit of help from its friend right here, we have the mogul socket, which is wired directly to this cord here and plugged into the light here. Now, do I recommend doing this? No, but it will allow us to see the fixture with its original lighting source. So let me go ahead and we'll get it turned on. Okay, so let's turn off the lights and plug it in. Wonderful. Okay, let me get the camera set up here. Let me get a better close-up for all of you. And we'll let it warm up. Okay, so I'd say we're pretty much at full brightness here. And of course we have that wonderful blue, green, deluxe white Mercury vapor color. So let's go ahead and take a look at it lighting up the room. Beautiful color. As usual, Mercury vapor always does a wonderful job at providing a cool atmosphere. Yet another wonderful Mercury vapor fixture added to the collection. Or, well, at this point, an LED night light that is an area light, because, well, that's what I'm going to use it for. But I'm so glad I was able to find one of these finally and share it with all of you, because for some reason, I've always found this fixture design with the pretty flat top and angled bulb to be way beyond cool. So once again, I really do hope you enjoyed this video of this handyman 175 watt Mercury Vapor area light. And also please comment, rate, share, and subscribe, and thank you very much for watching.